Welcome back to Minecraft. I have Demon here with me. Hello, Demon.
Hello.
And Malinka's in the background doing some mining to get us some iron in case we need it for the build. But yeah, I think
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Malinka. Cool. So he is here. But I think me and Demon are going to work on this build with Thaumcraft, which we promised. In fact, seeing as I'm going to be in Thaumcraft mode, I'm going to switch into Thaumcraft armor. That might help make it.
I'm borrowing your arm.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Right, so the first thing we're going to need to get started with all of these builds is, oh, by the way, the crafting terminal keeps disconnecting because of the distance. If Malinka was in the palace, it would actually stay loaded, but we've got to sort out some chunk loading issues. It's not a big drama, it still kind of works, but it's a bit derpy. Anyway, Demon, we need some vials. So what materials are you going to need for these vials?
Glass.
Okay.
And clay.
Okay, we should have some clay. There we go. And
Just like that.
I'm going to take 8 of them for myself so I can show some on camera. If you grab the rest, that would be great.
Sure. How many do we want?
I don't know, just grab about 32. Should be fine.
24 to...
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so this is because our setup isn't kind of done yet. So what we can do is we're going to come up here and steal some Procantio out of a jar. So all we need to do is like right click on a jar, and that will get some Procantio. And I'll give this, that's times 8 per file. And if I just grab the rest of it, it'll be fine. There we go. Where are you? There you are, behind me. There you go. So there's the Procantio I have. Is that enough to start making some tallow?
Yes, it should.
Yeah. Okay, let's start off with making some tallow then. Which I guess you're going to need the cauldron for.
Yes, and we'll need some zombie flesh.
Cool. So you grab the zombie flesh out of the crafting terminal. I'll grab my magic wand as well, just in case it's needed. Let's move that.
Okay, gotta check the recipe.
It's just 2 Procantio per zombie flesh.
So, at 8, that'd be what, 4 zombie flesh per vial?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Would you like to do the honors, or shall I?
You can do it, that's fine, I'm watching. You're good. So chuck in the Procantio, and then chuck in the zombie flesh. There we go. And we get some tallow. I'm actually just, it's not enough at the moment, so you need to do that again. Because we need another 5 tallow.
Oop.
So you need to do it twice more. And because, well, actually it's fine for the moment. But if you look here, the water's running out. So if it does run out, I've actually got a bucket of water here ready. Or I've got several buckets of water ready.
Unfortunately, I just got kicked.
Oh, do you? And you're holding on to the vials of Procantio.
Unfortunately.
Okay, well, you know what? I actually know that we're going to need some more Procantio for other stuff. So while you're relogging, I'm going to grab some of these great wood logs. Oh god, we're running low. I might have to chop a great wood tree down, but that's not a problem. And I'm going into our new infusion room. And although it's not set up yet, completely, I'm actually going to start cooking up these great wood logs. I've got some coal in here to do that. What it will do is it will fill these up, and unfortunately, because we haven't got a setup with conduits or anything like that, it won't go into a jar. It will just stay inside the alembic. It's not a problem because I can grab it using a file like so, and I can empty this out in the same way. Not that I need files of Arbor Essentia, but this will give us enough Procantio for other parts that we're going to be doing later today in this episode. Okay, well, I'll grab...
How many tallow did you get? 4?
Yes, at the moment we've only got 4 tallow. Are you back on the server?
Almost.
Not yet.
Okay. Whilst you're doing that then, I'm going to grab some zombie flesh. And start working on it. Oh, it's not coming up. I think you took all the zombie flesh.
Possible.
Yeah, so I can't really do anything until you log in. Although the terminal is really being derpy because it's not showing hardly anything in there.
Oh, what'd you type in? Just type in flesh. Don't type in zombie.
No, I just need to update it. I'm not quite sure why it's being crazy at the moment. Well, I do know it's chunk loading issues, but anyway. So let me chuck in a file of Essentia, and then I'll chuck in the rotten flesh, and that'll get me some more. And I'll repeat that same method. Let's do that. 1 more file and 4 more zombie flesh, and there's our tallow. So now that I've got the tallow here, I can actually fill up the tallow like so and get a block of tallow block. That's just a normal crafting recipe, so I don't need my wand in there yet. And the point of doing the tallow was we're going to make a particular golem. Let me go to my Golemancy. And we're after a tallow golem, so it requires a tallow block, as we can see. And we need 8 Humanus, 8 Motus, and 8 Spiritus to make a tallow golem. Oh good, you're coming back in. So, let me find the Motus, which hopefully we've got 8 in here. Well, there's Spiritus, which has only got 4 in it, that's not good. See if we've got any of these. Where is Motus?
We can use soul sand.
Oh, there we go. There's Motus in here. We could. Do you want to do it with some waste? We can do it with some waste.
Only a little bit of waste.
I'll grab the vial of Motus anyway. And what was the other things? It was Spiritus and tallow. Spiritus and Humanus. Is that all in soul sand?
No.
Spiritus.
Humanus, I think, comes from wheat, I want to say.
Okay. Let me have a look. Well, I'll see if I've got any Humanus upstairs, because that would help if we've actually got some. So, Humanus.
Actually, it comes from zombie flesh.
Oh, does it?
What a surprise.
Yeah, go figure.
I've only got 2 Humanus anyway, so that's no good. Okay, we'll do zombie flesh and...
So basically the stuff
Soul
that
sand.
in the start of the
Soul
game
sand.
you hate the most because, well, it's always in the way. At the end game, you need it a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll toss it.
Okay. We need 8 soul sand then. This is going to be very wasteful and a lot of crap in our inventory, but that's fine. And what's and the zombie flesh, which I already had, which has got 1 of those, so that's fine. And what was the last thing that we were? Where's my tallow block? Oh, there it is. Okay, so have I got water in here? Yeah, I do. So we'll throw in the Motus. We'll throw in our soul sand, and we'll throw in our rotten flesh, and then we'll finish up with a tallow block, and that gives us a tallow golem and a very messy cauldron. Which I'm going to show a trick. This of reducing the amount of crap that comes out of the cauldron is you place a block on top like so, and then you right click, and although I got a bit of a mess, it's nowhere near as bad as if I didn't have a block on top. That's something I discovered recently. There we go. So now I have a golem of some kind, which is cool. Right. Next thing is I need to be able
A
to.
flesh golem.
It is a tallow golem. Next, I need 4 quartz and a stick. That should be easy to grab. So quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stick. Oh. So I should have one here. Okay, and then with 4 nether quartz and a stick and my magic wand, because it needs a little bit of order in it, I'll get a Golemancer's bell. A Golemancer's bell is used to control golems, so that's that part of it done. I'll leave my wand in here for a moment. Next is we need some kind of way of animating our golem, and we're after a particular golem type here, which is the alchemy, and that's going to require a decanting animation core, which in itself requires a blank animation core. And why am I not getting a recipe for the blank animation core by clicking on here? That's a shame. Let's have a look if I can get the recipe out of NEI. Animation core blank. No recipe for that there. That's odd.
Go into gather. Look at the golem core gather. It tells you it's niter in the center, surrounded by bricks.
Okay. Well, let's
In a plus pattern.
Let's see if I've got any niter. I do. That's good. And some bricks. And I think I've got some bricks as well. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? Let's see if it's a normal crafting recipe. No.
Don't know.
Okay. So let's grab 4 bricks here. And grab my niter again. There we go. And I'll put it in here instead. So, brick, 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 brick. There's a blank core, like so. Nice. Next. Oops. I grabbed an iron capped wand by mistake. There we go. So yeah, come through here and we need our decanting one, which requires water and void in a cauldron and a decanting golem. Okay, go upstairs and grab using your empty vials, because I don't have any. Just
You know what might work for that too? Is glass bottles filled with water.
it would, but Demon, we've got them here. There's a vial of aqua here. Just use an essence on there and a vial of void. Should be able to grab both. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's grab our bucket of water here. Right, now chuck it in. Okay, I'm not sure I've got inventory space, so I'm going to get back to you. Oh, you grabbed vacuous, is that right?
Yeah, aqua and vacuous.
Okay, right. Well, I'm chucking the vacuous in. If you get ready to chuck the aqua in, and then I'll chuck the core in. And now we've got, again, there's a little bit of waste, but not much. So now we've got a golem animation core of decanting, and then here's where it gets hard. The next part is infusion crafting, to be able to do the last part. And considering all our infusion is dismantled and not working, we may have to come off camera to set up the last bit, because a golem alchemy core requires 3 water bottles, a warded jar, which is easy enough, but we need some procantio, some motus and some water, but placed in jars in the other room. So we'll be back once we have our resources cooked up for those. So we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're in our infusion room, and I'm just going to show quickly how we've been doing this. So we've been putting the stuff that we wanted to cook in here, and just using these vials, you can actually grab them out of the alembics themselves, and then place them into jars like so. So that's how we're currently doing it, which is fine. Anything that we don't want, like say for instance this arbor, I can shift right click and it will just delete it, which is good. I'll grab it out of that, and because that's 6 motus, I can't really get rid of it too easily. I'm actually going to shift right click that out and just empty everything now. And we've actually got enough motus, Picantio and water, which is what we need for this recipe. We've got a warded jar on the pedestal and 3 water bottles, and our core on top. So now, do you have your wand on you? Do you want to right click the runic matrix? Okay. I see it's grabbing the Picantio now. And the water, and it'll just grab everything. This is cool.
You know, this building is actually perfect for this with the color.
Well, but for seeing what's coming
It
up.
really stands out.
Okay. It should be fairly stable because of the amount of candles underneath.
And that's everything.
Okay. Excellent. You can grab that, that's fine. Or not. There we go. Cool. Alright, next step is, I think we could test it out now and just see whether or not the golem is happy. Should we try it?
We could.
Okay.
He's not going to go very far if we want to put upgrades on him.
Yeah, well, it's fine because we can pick him up again if we need to. So what I need to do is, with the golem in my hand, I need to right-click the alchemical furnace to say, this furnace is yours to look after. And without an animation core in him, he's kind of dead. So do you want to click the animation core on him?
I would love to, but he says, you are not my master.
Oh, I am the master of this golem. And wakey wakey tallow golem. And I believe I have to give him one file. I'm not quite sure how to interact with him. Maybe I need the bell. Well, I know I need to tell him what to look after, so I'm going to do that quickly. That's using the bell. I'm actually clicking on... I don't need to click on every jar, but I need to tell him which line of jars. So he needs to look after this line, this, and this. Now he has a reach of 2, so he can manage these fine. But he can't reach these top ones, hence why I made these a staircase up, so that the golem can walk up. Now, why can't I interact with him and say, carry the file? I should be able to tell him to do that. No, not by punching him.
Maybe we need to put something in the alchemical furnace.
Sorry, one of you at a time. Blink, what did you say?
Are you punching the poor golem?
Yeah, I am. It's odd. Let me grab my wand. Maybe that's what I need. I've not really worked with golems in this version, so this is the first time I'm messing around with one. But I should be able to interact with him and tell him what to do. Shift. Nope, that's not making him happy. No. Oh, you gave him a jar instead. Okay.
No, I just put stuff in the furnace so he could actually move it.
Okay. So yeah, now you can see he's interacting with everything. He's got some Sanus there, which you've obviously placed in there. Or did you place some wool in there? There we go. And now we'll look after all these jars. These are void jars, so that it will look after it better. Eventually, we need to come around here and use the labels on here. So what will happen is once he fills up one of these, is everything else will be dumped in the void and be destroyed. So yeah, if we had like more than 64 arbor, then he'll just still put it in here, but it will destroy the excess. So yeah, that is how we go. How we've got a golem now looking after our infusion room.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
What a good little slave.
He is a pretty good little slave. I think I've got one more build in mind, but I am a bit worried about the amount of time that we've used up. Let me test to see if
Is it a Thaumcraft build fire?
No, it's not.
Okay, so if you're going to change back into your normal armors, Demon, I want mine dry cleaned at least. You've been wearing it for how long now?
No. You get to get it as I give it to you.
Oh, damn it.
I tell you what, I'll hang it on the stand for you.
I'm gonna request extra utilities to make a fumigator or something.
Sure. I'll go put it in one of our steam generators that can be steam cleaned.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
Harvester, and I might need a jungle sapling for this. Oh, I've got some jungle wood, even better. Just the straight jungle wood is going to be perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to pause up the episode very quickly because I'm going to need to put down some power lines underneath the floor here and get some power hooked up. So, I'll be back once I've done that. I'm coming back in. So, as you can see from my massive lag issues I'm having, is that there's a bit of a server issue going on right now. So the planned build was that you probably saw me building a harvester, was to use a harvester to get mana beans and set up a mana bean farm. However, the harvester appears bugged right now and has crashed our server quite badly about 3 times that I've had to reboot and get everything going again, which has always been fun. So I'm going to have to abandon that plan. I have another way of harvesting mana beans. I've got several builds actually that could harvest mana beans, which I'll have to do on a separate episode because the harvester method was going to be a quick, dirty method that would have been done in like 10 minutes. Unfortunately, the other builds are quite extensive, so that will have to go on a separate episode if the harvester really is broken. But oh well, at least for now we have a golem that is managing our void jars here, and this new infusion table is kind of set up. At least part 1 of the setup of this is done. Yeah, it's okay for now, and yeah, once we've got a better solution for harvesting and creating mana beans, then yeah, we'll be ready to show that off. Anything else?
I think it killed my excavator. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I guess I'm making a new one later.
Excavator? What, your spade?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Tinker's Construct one.
Oh well. Yeah, well, as I say, the server's being a bit derpy. It will sort itself out soon enough. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I think a good time to finish up anyway, so from Demon, Malinka and myself, we'll see you next time for nukes. Nuclear power.
See you next time, folks.
Bye.
Bye.